Hey, my lovelies, it's Vera, and I'm called to say to you right now, miracles are happening now. Miracles are happening now. Oops. First two cards. Okay. There's an end to confusion. And the end to confusion is, what the end to confusion is an end to polarities. It's an end. It's not an end to differentiation or that we're each our own gorgeous soul's true shape and whole and entire in and of ourselves, because we absolutely are. But then as we all come into, again, alignment with our hearts and listening to our hearts and really taking such good care of us as if we were a newborn baby and trusted to ourselves, taking really that much care with yourself, it allows you to take care of the people in your life as well. And it's the only thing that's really going to allow you to fully care for another. And you are supported in this by all of your ancestors, by all of your compatriots, your contemporaries, and your forthcoming descendants. Everyone is supporting you. Everyone you've ever loved, who's ever loved you, is supporting you in this time, even if they were broken and ruined and didn't love you well at all, and maybe just were absolutely improper toward you. I was pretty severely abused as a child. Every single person, every single being sings in joy as you begin to sing in joy and in the truth of your own soul's true shape, and to really believe that you are worthy and that you are whole and that you are entire, and there is nothing wrong with you. Have you guys ever read that book? It's an awesome, it's kind of early-ish self-help book. There's the one, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. That was even earlier. And then there's one called There Is Nothing Wrong With You. And it's really just about how we all do the best we can in every moment. It was very freeing to me. Both of those books really helped me when I had to totally upend my life in the middle of my life. Okay, but what I was really coming here to say to you all today in terms of really what I want to start calling it is alchemy, or third energy, or sacred androgyny, or it is about communion with another. It is the twin flame journey. It is divine union. It is about communion with another. But it's first you really, and everyone says this, but I think that we need to hear it, the more you can consecrate yourself and really just fully accept yourself, that is an act of, that's a miracle. Miracles are happening. Miracles are happening right now. Miracles are available to you, in this very moment, no matter where you are or how broken or sad you feel. Also, I want to say to you, we can enjoy this journey. I know there are moments where it's like, are you seriously on crack trying to tell me that I can enjoy this journey that's so painful and so difficult? But it's that witness perch thing again. And I've done a ton of work, not that I've finished or anything, but I'm not, whatever. I've been to the depths for sure. And it's difficult, but there is joy in the journey. There is joy in the almost mesmerizing, dreamy, the reason we came into having the idea of separation is to look at ourselves and each other and just the amazing, I think of it as bevels. So bevels of light are making these fractals. And so it's beautiful, and it's what creates rainbows. But then also there's something about the coming back together and the folding and collapsing. It's letting go of polarities that are held in too strict of a place and that are not disallowing you from experiencing yourself fully, not only from seeing yourself fully, but from experiencing yourself fully. because what I want to say, what the reason I got on is to say, you know, as much as a lot of people are saying now, like read the energy. The energy is in everybody. The divine masculine or divine feminine energy is in everybody. Yes, and also every archetype, as I've been saying, every archetype and every category is being completely repurposed and recalibrated and cast aside, and you know, and interpreted by each person for themselves in their own wholeness of themselves as a gorgeous fractal of consciousness and glittering joy, you know. But also what I really wanted to say, which I was having a new kind of comprehension of as I was eating my lunch after teaching my morning class, was that we, okay, the runner and the chaser, that whole thing, that polarity, that has never been like all in one person and the other all in the other person. That energy, that's what I want to say to you today. That energy, that runner chaser energy, has never been all like, it's not, oh, they're running away from me, or oh, I'm chasing them, or like, so then you have to think that you're doing something wrong or they're doing something wrong, or everybody's just trying to ground this. Everybody, really, I think in every moment is full of innocent, giddy love, and is just wanting to ground this and, you know, find the appropriate expression, path, relationship that really is in alignment. Okay, and so it's from, you know, it's sort of like I'm seeing this as the collapsing of timelines, right? 7 of Cups to Ace of Cups. And this is endless. It's not even a container. It's not even a beginning. It's just endless. It's love. Okay. As we are coming up, my dears, in our own personal lives and experiencing ourselves as human beings, you know, we're coming up to this Pisces full moon, and it's a lucky, 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 lucky love moon. It's another Erica Elmetz yesterday. I loved her video for this week. The title starts with wow. As these wishes come to fruition, she pulled a Queen of Wands that also looks kind of like a little bit kind of nonplussed like this one, rather than the traditional one who's sort of sitting upright and more excited. We're tired. This grounding of dreams is tired. You know what it's reminding me of? After you give birth to a kid, I mean, you're so happy and you're so tired, and you also have all these hormones recalibrating, and it's like changing altitude. It really is like changing altitude. And so you might be full of joy and grounded, and you also are like more tired than you've ever been. And also maybe a little bit like it is like that changing altitude thing, the way the hormones fluctuate. It's and just that your reality has completely shifted. I remember saying to my aunt after my first baby was born, like, I feel like the sun and sky should have flipped colors or something. I mean, you just feel so different. And that's what it is. I mean, we're birthing this new earth. It's no joke. We're really doing it. You know, it's not theoretical. Oh, I just got the Ace of Cups again. Let's get a card for this 9-9 gateway today. It's the end of sorrow. It's the end of almost pointing your own sharp mind at your heart and cracking it because you don't want to trust in it, or you've been taught not to trust in it, or you think you can keep yourself safe by protecting it when really you're just like destroying it. It's the end of that cycle. It's the end of, I mean, you come to live within and from your heart rather than outside and like sort of looking at or judging your heart. Your heart's landscape, your heart's journey, your heart's knowing. You know, we've spent so much time in our culture denying feelings and making thoughts and practicality. I mean, what's more practical than a heart? The heart is what does the work of your body. And strength, getting strength. So the works of strength. This magnificent, regal, angelic strength. That is your heart's inheritance. I mean, physically, as well as in every other way. It's your inheritance. All the care and nurturing that's gone into you being here, embodied physically, and then finding a partner who makes your heart sing, and finding your way to make that connection possible here on earth, to make room for that, to make structures of that, to be present with that. As we move, the days feel huge this month, right? So much is happening. And here's a different Queen of Wands. And I said in another reading recently, what needs to be consecrated is the sexual energy. It's creativity and passion of all sorts, but it's what needs consecrating now is the sexual energy. Okay, well that sounds like an enjoyable part of the journey. And what from my old Rider-Waite, what can you draw upon? You might not know exactly how to do this, but you can feel your way as you go, with all your clarity, with all your hope, collaboration, communication, collaboration again, and the old Queen of Wands. We've got 3 Queens of Wands. Oh, that's cups. 3 Queens of Wands that showed up today. It's a triple goddess reading, guys. Love to all.